Hello Harvey, can you hear me? Right, good evening everybody. Welcome to another GLK goalkeeping session with me, Jack. Now, first of all, I just want to apologise for last week. Anyone who experienced difficulties seeing the video, I think there was a few problems with certain Wi-Fi networks, and also there was a few technical issues with my Wi-Fi certainly. So we've tried it on a different kind of server today, so hopefully it's a bit clearer for you all to join in. But the session did go onto YouTube. I hope you all had a go. It was clear enough for you to have a go at, and like I said, all these sessions that we're going to be doing are all designed for you to have a go at home, whether it's with obviously young goalkeepers, your parents. You can get the dogs and cats involved if you like. I've actually done a few of these sessions with my cats in the past. They're really good, almost better at it than me, to be honest with you. Okay, so last week we talked about our set position. Now, today's topic, our little feature topic, is going to be the barrier save, or the block save, or the K save, or K action you call it, but we're going to know it as a barrier save. Now, those of you that maybe haven't done goalkeeping before, maybe do a bit of cricket, you'd have heard of the barrier because it's used widely in cricket, so you'd have probably come around it before. And then if you've done goalkeeping, especially with me in the past, you'd have definitely have seen it and definitely have practiced it. So we're going to get into that little focus today. That's going to be our little topic, if you will. Again, because it's kind of pre-season, we're going to get a lot of footwork involved. We're going to get moving. So feel free to join in, pause the video if need be, but make sure you are joining in. Okay? Now, we're going to get into a little warm-up. So again, I only use limited resources. So we've got 4 cones here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you need. Don't have to be cones. Could be anything, as long as it's an obstacle that you use for your footwork. Now, all we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of footwork and incorporate a bit of balance at the end. So we're going to go through with our feet, 2 feet in between, and we're going to finish at the end, and we're going to balance for about 5 seconds. So if I'm going to the left, I'm going to balance on my left leg for 5 seconds. When I go to the right, I'm going to balance on my right leg for 5 seconds. Okay, we're going to have a few little runs through, probably do about 10. Ready? It's a set position from last week. Toes, knees slightly bent, legs shoulder width apart, chest slightly forward, hands out, ready, and let's go across. Onto the left for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back across. To the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Now, it's going to be a short 5. It is windy here as well. I promise you, it may not do it justice in the video. It is quite windy at the moment, so the wind is going against me as well. I have done a leg day today as well, admittedly, so I'm kind of putting myself through it again. Ready? Let's go. Balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's hard when you go at speed, so slow it right down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, you're going to have a stronger foot and you're going to have a weaker side. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you haven't worked out already, 2, 3, 4, 5. I struggle more onto my left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My hands are out all the time. Hands are always out, ready. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And have a little breather. Now, a few of you will be laughing at that going, he's wobbling. Like I said, it is a bit windy. I have done a leg day. Excuses, excuses. Now, like I said, I had my hands out the whole time. Obviously, we talked about our set position last week. We said we have our hands out ready. Doesn't matter how you have them, as long as they're between here and here, as long as they're not behind your head, doing the Macarena, on your hips, doing twists. You want them out, so either palm showing, cowboy, or even like that. Like I said, my preference, cowboy, because then they're ready just to come up. You can the rotation that you get doing it with that technique is easier, in my opinion. Okay, so ball in hand, we do exactly the same. We're going to throw in the balance, but this is where it gets a little bit harder. So obviously, when you're balancing, normally you're using all your body. Balance is equal distribution of weight. So obviously when we're balanced like this, my hands, look, they're symmetrical. Same as the other side. Now, we use our hands when we're balancing. You saw a minute ago, I was using my hands to kind of stabilise myself. And that's what you'll do as well. Now, without the hands, it's even harder because we're relying on our leg strength and we're relying on our balance, more importantly, to the lower body. So it's going to be a bit harder. We're going to keep the ball up. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and balance. Can we do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that ball up as high as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, oh, 1, 2. It's harder. 3, 4, 5. Back across. 2, 3, 4, 5. Much harder without your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And rest. So, a few of you will be saying to me, Jack, why didn't you bring your knee right up? Because you talked about that with the high balls last week. And that is true, I did. Now, the reason I didn't do it then is because obviously I wanted us to just focus on trying to use our leg strength as much as possible. Obviously, if we go on one leg, I find that easier than lowering this one slightly, because obviously when you go to one leg, you know for a fact it's just that one leg. You can get your balance, you can get the bottom of your foot flat to the ground, and it's going to keep you stable. Whereas if you lower this one slightly, obviously you've got that weight coming back down, it's going to make you wobble slightly. So it's kind of more to give you a bit of a challenge. But obviously in a game, when we're doing the high ball, like we talked about last week, we're getting that knee up, we're limiting the space that's available to our body, because obviously that reduces the risk of injury, or players coming into us, okay, and injuring us, and that's not what we want, especially this time of year. Now, what we're going to do is, that's our little warm-up. We're going to race through the wall. Normally I'll do that for a few sets, a few reps. Again, if you wanted to do that, obviously this is only a half-hour session. If you wanted to do a big session, what you could do is you could do some more sets of that. But we're going to get onto the stretches, so nice and quick, like we talked about last week. We're going to use the ball. We're just going to start with our ankles, little circles at a reasonable pace. I've actually got a monitor to watch myself as well, so I was just watching myself, just how balanced I was when I was doing them. Good, and to the side again, we're pushing the ball away. Got it in my W, we talked about. And the other side. How long do we hold a stretch for? I'm hoping you're shouting out now, 10 to 12 seconds. And 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And swap over. That leg stays straight, front leg bends. Good. Hip rotation, so using the ball again, we're just going to move the ball round the hips. Move the ball round the hips slowly. Again, you can speed it up if you like, you can change direction if you like. Whatever's the preference. We're just going to do it for about 8 to 10 seconds. I like mixing it up every few. Good. Now, a bit higher. So, ball out, cross, hold, middle, hold, back, hold. That's a middle, hold, back to the side, hold, middle, good, side. Just getting the hips flexed, good, to the middle, good. Just getting that rotation as well. Not that we're going to do loads of diving, but just getting this flexed, good. Do one more, good. Notice how my feet try and stay facing forward the whole time. Just our hips that are rotating, good. Now, ball round the head, Neptunes. Just guiding the ball round, getting a good feel for it. And then the other way. So make sure it is going round your head though. Get those neck muscles working. Good. And hold it there. Brilliant. So, hopefully now we're all stretched out. It's got our brains warmed up as well. I'll stress that so many times. When we're doing warm-ups, as well as our muscles that we're trying to stretch as well, we're getting that muscle in there stretched, which is our brain, okay? Because our brain is always growing. Every time we learn something new, our brain grows that little bit bigger. So we need to get us thinking, because obviously, again, going back to last week, goalkeepers, we need to concentrate. We need to always be on the ball, literally, eyes on the ball. Now, like I said, we're going to focus on the barrier. So let's break down the technique nice and slow to start off with. So I'm going to take one cone away. I'm going to move this a bit forward. And we're going to have 3. So just going to break it down for everyone. So the block save, also the barrier save, which we're focusing on today, is where the ball may be coming straight at us, or has to be where we have our body in a position where we can get the body behind the ball, because otherwise it becomes useless, as you'll see in a moment. So with the barrier and the block, it's important, and you'll see the shape why. So my left knee is going to collapse. Now depending on which side it is, but I'm going to show you by collapsing my left knee. So therefore my right foot is pointing out. That's going to give me my balance, my base of support. Now the left knee is going to come down. Now I'm going to put it on the ground for now. In a game, you'd probably not leave it on the ground. You probably wouldn't want it on the ground, or if you did, it'd be on the ground for a matter of seconds. Now, what that creates there is a little barrier. Now, you can see I could probably fit my fist. That's about the ideal size of fist. It shouldn't be bigger, and it shouldn't be too tight, because then you're balancing, you're wobbling like this, and you're going over. So you need to make sure it's a decent distance, but not big enough so the ball can go through. Okay, so about a fist, that ball isn't going to fit through there. Now, what that enables us to do is then, if the ball was coming at us, we would then present our hands to the ball in our scoop action, and we can pick the ball up, and then we could, what we call finish the save. So I'm not going to try and dive too hard because I am on concrete, but we then turn, finish the save, tuck ourselves in. Important to tuck ourselves in again. Strikers coming in could injure us. So again, we're starting out, ball's coming at us, and we're down. Like this. Again, on our toes, you do this with me. We're going to do it about 4 or 5 times. On the toes, down, back up. 1, 2, 3. On the toes, down. Good. On the toes, 1, 2, 3. Down. Good. Down and down. Good. Now, you see David De Gea using the save a lot. If it was to block a shot, again, we use this motion if the striker was very close. For example, I'd say a few yards away, you're coming out, and then what you're going to do is you're going to spring into that block, because you're still using the barrier. So if they hit it straight at you, you're there. Now you can scoop the ball up and save it. But in this position, okay, you can say they hit it to the side, so they hit it to my right. I could then extend my leg and block using my leg like that. Now, if they try to hit it behind me, I've got this as my barrier, so my back foot. Then, if they try to chip me, so strikers come in, he's tried to chip me to my right. Right hand comes up, block, away. Left hand, block, and then if it's anywhere in this area up, my hands can come up. So there you've got about 6 or 7 different blocks that you can use with it. Now, we're going to put into practice. We're going to use the 3 cones. Now, a lot of you goalkeepers will have a stronger side with it and a weaker side. Some of you might not. Some of you might be so flexible and be able to change your feet really quickly, which is fantastic. But I have a stronger side and I have a slightly less strong side. So obviously I prefer to collapse my left leg and left knee in. Now, any strikers that play against me listening to this, probably didn't want them to hear that. But obviously, if I need to do it with my right, okay, I can try with my right. It's about collapsing the knee in. So all you're going to do, make sure it's comfortable, make sure your balance is, you're going to just go to one cone and you're going to touch the cone with your knee. Then you're going to back pedal, come back to a starting point. Touch the other cone, back, touch the other cone, back. So you're going to do set 3. Ready? We'll do about 3 or 4 sets. Let's go. Down, touch, back, shift. Always facing direction of the ball. Forwards, down, back, shift. Out we go. Out, down, back, shift. Out we get. Down, back, shift. Short little steps. Forward, down, block, back. Forward, down, block, back. And out again. Good. Good. And back. Do a couple more. Down, back. Forward, back. Do one more set. And relax. So there we're just getting the basic technique of the barrier and the block. So in between I was using my short steps like we talked about last week. We use our short steps that enable us to move quicker, and it ensures we're still balanced, because if we're taking those big giant steps we could be off balance, the ball could change direction, it's harder for us to then get set and adjust to it. Now this is where the ball's going to come in. Now if you've got 3 footballs in your garden, perfect. Perfect. If you haven't, don't worry, you can use the cones. So we're going to do something similar. Now all we're going to do this time is we're going to use the balls, because obviously in a game of football we're going to be saving or trying to use the barrier to save that ball. So again, don't be afraid to show, have a go with your weaker side, but don't just rush. It's so important because you could hurt your knees a lot doing this. So break it down like I said. Start, set, turn the foot, turn it out, down. Okay, it's got to be natural. Okay, it feels weird at first, but practice it slowly. Do not practice at speed. Speed comes later. Technique always comes first. Now, what we're going to do is, again, I'm just going to sprint to the ball, I'm going to touch it with my knee, I'm going to come back now. I'm going to try if I can to not knock the ball off the cone. This is a little game. Again, if you're doing this with a couple of people, you can have a competition. Every time you knock the ball off the cone, you lose a life. But your knee must touch the ball. Now it's hard, it's not easy, I promise you. Ready? Go, so we'll go to the first. Hey, touch. Oh yes, got the first point. Good, middle. Oh, doing all right so far. Down and back. Clean slate so far. Good. These are regulation cones, I promise. Good, down to the ball. Good. 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 Just touching my knee with the ball. That's what I'm doing. Trying to turn that other foot out. Good. Oh, I've lost a life. Ah. And there we go. So if you lose a life, you can do it again. So reset it up and you can go again if you wish. Now, I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to progress it. So, like I said, if you wanted to have a few goes at this, pause the video, do a few sets. This is all designed for you to do a few sets, but obviously I'm just running you through, not quickly, but I'm not going to be doing loads of sets because I want to try and get as much in as I can. Now we're going to progress it onto a moving ball. So we've done a stationary ball, we've done without the ball, practice technique, then we've included the ball, so it's more skill. Now we're going to make it more game related. Still skill related, but also game related as well. So we're going to have balls in the goal. Again, don't need a goal, it's not ideal. All you need here is a wall or someone to kick the ball low at you. Or a rebound. A rebound's good. just on the rebounder, guys, as well, I promise you, hopefully next week I will have a rebounder as well. That is on order. I know I said that last week, but it is on order. I can confirm that. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to get 3 different coloured cones. So I've got the white, the red, and we'll have blue. We like red, white and blue in a minute. That's what we'll go for, red, white and blue. So I'm going to put blue there, I'm going to put red there, and I'm going to put white there. So I'm going to put them quite close together. Now, how this is going to work, we're going to use our barrier save that we've been practicing. So you've got blue, red, white. The cones are just purely there for the footwork purpose. The important part now is with the technique of the save and the ball. So when I say go, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start opposite the blue cone. Now, I'm going to have my legs shoulder apart, so the blue cone is not going to touch my feet. So I'm going to go forwards, then I'm going to go backwards, then I'm going to shift across with the ball with my hand, play the ball down into my barrier. Finish. Set 1. Then I'm going to do the same again. Use shoulder width apart, so we're incorporating that set position. See how it links from last week? We're incorporating it in as well. So we're going to go forward, back, across, pull down into our barrier. You can finish the save if you want. You can finish the save if you like. If you're on grass, I'd recommend it. If you're on concrete like me, wouldn't recommend it. So, and then obviously we'll do the same with the white, but I'm going to get through a few sets. Okay, you ready? So, ball in the hand, set position, blue, forward, back, shift across, pull down, pick up, relax, always relax in between. Set for the red. 3, 2, 1, go, forwards, backward, shift, across, down, now barrier, pick up, rest. My chest is still trying to face forward, I'm trying to keep that momentum forwards. Ready, 3, 2, 1, white, good, forwards, back, cross, down, shift, good. I'll finish the save on the last one. Have your breather. Good, notice again how my chest is trying to go over the ball and keeping that body forwards, because if I'm going backwards, I lose my balance. If I lose my balance, it ends up in here. Right, ready? Next set. Let's go, short shot, shift, cross, down, good, pick up. Speed up the shot if you like. Ready, set position, go, forwards, shift back, cross, down, good. And onto the white, ready, 3, 2, 1, go, forwards, shift, middle goal, set, pick up. Now, again, another adaptation that you could put on this. I've been using my strong foot. For this set, I'm going to use my weak foot. So again, even though we're focusing on the barrier, we're incorporating different little topics. So our set position, distribution. Okay, so don't be afraid to switch it up. This is just the core idea for you to use. You can adapt it however you like. Make it easier, make it harder. Like I said, we're going to talk about diving in the coming weeks. So you could incorporate a dive if you like. You could go barrier, and then if there's 3 of you in the garden, you could have someone taking a normal shot. Absolutely fine. Adapt it how you like. Right, I'm going to try a weak foot now. This is where the ball could end up in the pond. And if it does end up in the pond, you'll hear a lot of shouting. Not from me either. Ready? Let's go. Forwards. Shift. Back. Down. Right foot. Oh, that's hard when I have to adjust. It's good though. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. Forwards. Shift. Cross. Down. Right foot. Good. Finish forwards. And onto the white. Ready? Forwards. Shift. Cross. Oh, good. No balls in the pond so far. Ready? We're going to do a few more sets. Ready? Let's go. Forwards. Shift. Back. Pull down. Right. Pick up. Good. Ready? Just checking myself out in the instant replay. Let's go. Forwards. Back. Cross. Down. Shift. Pick up. Good. And onto the white. Ready. Set position. Let's go. Forwards. Back. Shift. Across. Good, finish the save. Okay, I talked about finishing the save before, but finishing the save, you think you're winning the game, you're 1-0 up, last minute. Any referees watching, I'm giving a bit of a secret away here, but obviously you're going to take your time with the save, you're going to get down and you're going to milk it a bit. Again, any referees watching this, I've just given away a key secret. So any of you refs out there, ref me in the future, probably going to have to change my technique slightly. So I'm going to have one more go, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a fourth cone in. So I'm going to throw a yellowy cone in. And the only reason I'm going to do that, it's not going to change what we're doing. Again, it's another adaptation, but I'm going to switch from passing the ball with my left. So first one's going to be my left, second with my right, third one with my left, last one with my right. Now, I'm not going to finish the save until the last one. This one, so the first three I'm going to pretend I'm losing 1-0, and I'm going to get up quick and I'm going to go again. And the last one, I'm going to slow the tempo down and finish the game. Are we ready? So, leg shoulder width apart. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Go past, shift back, left, down, good, pick up. Might not have to go down. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Shift, back. Right foot this time. Good. Back up to the right. Ready, go. Forwards. Shift. Back on the left. Adjust. Back up for the last one. Ready, go. Now we're finishing the game. Down, right foot, down, finish the save, tuck yourself in. Well done. Well done. Now again, you could do as many sets of that as you like. Vary it, adapt it, add more cones. If you want to keep swapping left and right, you could have, like I said, a barrier save, then after have a normal shot, get your brother or sister to just do a normal shot. Whatever you want to do, you can do with that. Now, I hope you've enjoyed the session today. Hope it's been really helpful. Please make sure, if not already, you subscribe. If you've got a YouTube account and you're not subscribed, honestly, take 5 seconds. 5 seconds, just subscribe, it all helps, and then you'll also get notifications of when we're going live with videos. I'll be back next Monday as well. Make sure you're following all the GLK socials, and also if you wanted my goalkeeping socials, JM Goalkeeper Coaching on Facebook and Instagram. I've also just started a goalkeeping podcast as well, which is called the Safe Hands Podcast. It's on Spotify, iTunes, so feel free to go and check that out. It's all on there, it's really good. It's only 20 minutes long as well. If you're not sick of my voice already, please go and give it a listen. And of course, this week on the GLK socials, we've got some interesting stuff coming up. Gavin's interviewing Daniel Cutting, pro football freestyler, tomorrow. So please make sure, Wednesday. So make sure you're tuning in for that on his Instagram. But check all the socials, we've got so much going on, so much to keep you all entertained and informed during this tough time. Hopefully it won't be for much longer, but in the meantime, we've got your back through this. Thank you very much. I've been Jack Messenger. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon.